Happy Friday and welcome to Enfys Tarot. Today is September 20th, 2024. We're getting ready to jump into the weekend. We're closing out a good work week, and we've had a lot of stuff going on this week in terms of clearing out, releasing attachments, um, beginning new things, finding ways to start entering in new vitality and good energy into our lives. So let's find out what's going on this morning, and see what we can take into the weekend with us. If you haven't been here before, this is Enfys Tarot. Please like and subscribe. Check out some of the other content on this channel. We do a lot of fun things around here. And I'm always happy to invite you into this welcoming space where we can get some messages sent from our spirit guides and ancestors, all this stuff that the spirit and universe wants us to know. All right, we're missing an opportunity. There's something that we are missing out on, and I don't yet know what that is, but it has to do with the reason we're missing it is because we are focusing too heavily on the problem and we're not looking at the solution. I think it's Abraham Hicks that says, like, it depends on which side of the stick you're holding. It's either going to be a magic wand or not. So that's kind of like that. And there is some conflict going on in the relationship department, and it requires some real action. And the action being you need to um, get some new energy into your relationship. Maybe you've been neglecting it. Maybe you haven't been putting the time and love and energy into your partner that you need to. So that is something that's really, really important. This is an opportunity for you to get together, grow, get a little bit closer. And there's some kind of disappointment that you are experiencing around your relationship right now that is preventing you from using it as an opportunity to grow and get closer. Yes, you are feeling pain. It's interesting that we're getting the 10 of swords upright followed by the 10 of wands in the reverse position. So it may be that one of you is not putting in the effort required. It might not be, it seems like it's one of you, not the other, because there needs to be some balance. There needs to be release. You've got to maybe you're working too hard. Maybe your sights have been set on other projects and you're just not infusing the relationship with the energy that you once did. And I feel like there are some addictions that are keeping you from investing in this relationship, and also distractions. So if you're in a relationship right now and you've kind of hit a tough time, it's really, really important right now to get rebalanced and focus in on your partner. There are just too many distractions and too many attachments in other areas, like work or hobbies or other people, or maybe you've been taking some time, to yourself. Maybe you've just been feeling low energy and you're not really getting out of a slump. It could be any of those things, but because this 10 of wands is in reverse, I'm really getting the sense that you've been working too hard at something. It could be the imbalance of the relationship where one person is putting in all the effort because the other person is unable to, or just they're not doing it right now, but there needs to be a rebalance. You're going to definitely want to handle this with a sense of passion and life and good energy. That's how you're going to need to present yourself in this situation, because what you need ultimately is to have some new perspective. You've got to open your eyes and see what's going on, right? And that is going to allow you to invest that energy back into your relationship. It's not a time for overthinking. It's not a time for a sharp tongue. You got to really watch out for the Queen of Swords. When she comes up in a relationship reading, it does typically mean that someone is not being careful with the way they're speaking to their partner, and it's causing problems. You want to get back into the Knight of Cups energy. At some point, this person swept you off your feet and you want to get back there. You need to remember that. You've got to have that perspective. You're kind of stuck in the things right now that are disappointing you and it's not working. You're pulling the energy away from the relationship and you are causing problems. And that I'm saying could be you or it could be your partner. One of the two of you is really having a hard time investing in the two of you right now. And it's going to require some of this Queen of Wands energy where you have the confidence again in your relationship. Maybe you've hit a point in your relationship where you're feeling like, could this maybe not be the one? Maybe this isn't going to work out, and you are doubting things. You want to be confident. You want to put forth that vital energy and life into the relationship and tune in. You really want to tune into your partner. When the Queen of Wands comes up, she's incredibly charismatic. She's great with people, and it's because she is aware of their needs, of what makes them tick. So if you've been pulling yourself, maybe, silently quitting your relationship a little bit, either like get out, like end it now and move on because there's another opportunity for you, or you need to reinvest the time and stop focusing on other things, okay? And I think that that's an important message because this week we've been so focused on releasing and getting rid of the things that are not working in our lives. And sometimes those are relationships that are no longer healthy. They're no longer serving either partner. And this reading is very much about trying to infuse what you need to put back into relationships that actually could be working and you actually should be in them. Yeah, there's a lack of communication right now. There is definitely a communication breakdown. I need to slide these cards over so that we can make some room here. We've got more cards coming in. So there's a lack of teamwork, a lack of cooperation, a lack of partnership, and a lack of communication. You need to be working on that. And you want to be speaking very clearly and take the lead in that matter. If there's been a communication breakdown and a lack of teamwork, it is time for you to take the lead here. You've got to reassess, pulling in that hangman card that you've got. And it's not about adding work to your pile. It's not about taking on more responsibilities. It's really about delegating. It's about communicating clearly what the relationship needs and making sure that everybody's on the same page. Okay. You got to think outside the box here a little bit. You might be breaking free from old patterns in this relationship. The Hierophant is coming in reverse. And once you can break free from these old patterns, things are going to move very quickly. If you can have that, oh, and they're going to move quickly toward that harmony again, that familial harmony, which is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Yes, please take the lead on this. Get your perspective, zoom out a little bit, right? See what needs to be done. Take responsibility for the areas that you are really responsible for. If it's you who has been distracted, um, pulling out of the relationship, you need to refocus. And if it's the other person, you see them pulling away, find out what they need. There's something that's being neglected here. Okay. Um, and it's really important for that communication to occur. But things are looking good. You're getting so many tens in this reading. And 10 is a number of completion. Okay. It's a number of an end of something, but like fullness, not an end like the death card or the tower card. It's like something has come to completion. And this is what's needed right now for your relationship to return to the next cycle of completion. It's a growth phase. So that's probably why you guys have been a little bit off lately, because right before you get to that end of a growth period, it's exhausting and it's easy to sidestep and try to take a detour, and that's not at all what's needed right now. Yeah, if this has been something that you've been worrying about, not knowing how to handle, or you're worried about where is the relationship going, Know that it's actually going to be very successful. You will be victorious in this. It's what's needed right now. And I hope that this message gets out to all of my viewers who have been wondering whether or not their relationship is worth fighting for. For many of you, you actually do have something special, and it's important to honor what you have. Um, Even though there are a lot of people in this world struggling with relationships that they should actually be breaking free from, there are many of us who are not in that position. And you've got to remember to put the time and energy into those relationships. You are going to be victorious. Lean in, the King of Swords coming in. Just be really careful, be really compassionate, be really empathetic, be really understanding toward yourself and your partner. This is not going to be one of those situations where you have to be forceful and direct and omit the emotional aspects of things. This is a situation where you actually need to stop thinking so pragmatically, enter in all of those emotions. When we led with, the Knight of Cups, here he is. When we have that Knight of Cups coming in here, it's really time to focus on honoring the emotions. All right, let me clear these cards out. I hope that this is coming in at the right time, just before the weekend begins, and you can maybe make some time for you and your partner with this in mind. It's about re-energizing, getting that bond back together. Let's find out if there's one more card that needs to be pulled, something that we can take with us through the weekend and encapsulate the reading that we've had today. This is certainly a weekend for romance. Find something fun to do, guys. Do it with your partner. Get some of that one-on-one time. And your conversations don't need to be heavy, You don't necessarily need to dive deep into some of the things that have you upset right now. This can just be a weekend to rekindle and get back on the same page. Don't make it about work. Don't make it pragmatic. Make it fun. A little romance never hurt anybody. Yeah, okay. King of Cups. All right. Follow your instincts. The King of Cups is a romantic. I mean, they hold the space for deep emotion, love, romance, connection with others, connection with your own intuition and instincts. When you're getting cards like the King of Cups and the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Wands, it is really, really time to reconnect. Reconnect with your special person and get that relationship back in homeostasis where it belongs. You've got a lot invested in it. That's coming through in the Ten of Pentacles. You've got a lot of abundance coming your way as a result of this relationship. So take the time and energy to honor it and put forth the effort that it takes to make it right again. If you've got your person, stick them, stick to them. All right. That's your reading for this weekend. I hope that everyone finds a really good balance this weekend. You're able to rekindle. If you haven't already, check out the All Signs reading that I posted last night. You can easily flip through that. I've got, little wording at the bottom so that you don't have to watch the whole 30-minute video if you don't want to. You can just skip through and find your spot and see what card got pulled for your zodiac sign. And keep an eye out for some more fun things like live tarot readings where you can ask a free question and I will answer it for you online. And I don't know, just have a great weekend. I hope all is well, and I will see you Monday. Thanks, guys.